Let's get ready to rumble with Tom and Tony's Monster Manual Jam. And that was a
That was a mouth trumpet, Tom.
That was a mouth trumpet from famed artist Tony Diterlizzi. If you'd like to know about all of his great books, please watch the previous video where I listed them all. We simply don't have time to list all of his amazing accomplishments here today because we've got to draw monsters from the original Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual. To do that, we need to pick a random monster. Once we pick that random monster, Tony will draw it one time while I draw it 10 times. Who will draw it better? Who will draw it faster? Who will draw it with more style and panache? The only way to find out is if Tony rolls us up a random monster right now.
Here we go. The Monster Manual has roughly 100 pages, so if we roll the percentile die, we will determine what page we draw from. Here we go. The roll is...
Get a good one. Get a good one.
3-0. Page 30.
Page 30. Okay.
30.
That's not the dinosaurs again, is it?
Oh, let's see what we got. Page 30.
Oh, dragon.
It's dragons, but it doesn't give you any specific dragon. So should we just say it's any dragon you want to draw, or do you want to re-roll?
Let's just keep it open. Any dragon you want to draw.
Any dragon you want to draw, Tom. It's dragons, finally, on Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons. On dragons. Can you tell the coffee's wearing off?
Dragons. I heard you like dragons, so I put a dragon on your moon buggy's dragon. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Monster Manual Jam begins now. Draw those dragons, Tony.
All right, I'm drawing dragons.
Tony, have you ever drawn a dragon before?
I've drawn a few dragons in my days of drawing for TSR and in my kids' books. How about you?
What's the name of that dragon in your kids' book? Isn't it like Larry or something?
It's Graham, and I'm drawing him right now. He loves to...
Oh, you're going to draw Graham.
I'm going to draw Graham the dragon, inspired by Kenneth Graham's Reluctant Dragon.
I love drawing dragons, and it's the same reason I like drawing a lot of other stuff. There's no right or wrong way to draw it. It's not like somebody can come up and say, oh, no, dragons have 3 stripes, you know?
Uh-huh.
You draw what you want to draw, and that's it, man. They got to live with it.
For that, I've never, for a long time, and especially in D&D, and certainly when I worked on Kenny and the Dragon, I actually really did not like drawing dragons because I felt like every design had been done, I felt like I'd seen it all.
Uh-huh.
And it was really hard for me to get excited about drawing, coming up with a new design. So for Graham, at least, I kind of went where he's kind of goaty and sheepy, and he's very hairy for a dragon, kind of scruffy.
Oh, man, I love Graham. He's so great.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had to do you have any dragons in any of your books?
Let's see. I didn't have a dragon in The Princess and the Pit Stop, so Dan Santat had to draw a dragon. And, of course, he knocked it out of the park, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Do dragons have derrieres? I just drew a dragon that has like a little derriere there. I didn't mean to do that.
I like it, though.
I knew you would, Tony. If you're not doing it very well, you just add a bunch of little triangles to its back. And suddenly it looks that much more like a dragon.
Yes.
Just like how, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So what's the toughest dragon you've actually fought in D&D?
We did fight a young red dragon back in the 90s in my original campaign after I had got out into art school and reconnected with some old friends, and we started playing again. And that group was very pivotal in me, sending my art to TSR and everything.
Really?
Yeah, we had taken our characters up to about 10th level, and we kept complaining to our dungeon master that we had never fought a dragon, so he remedied that. And this is like the whole thing of how Dungeons and Dragons can really just, play like an epic story. One of our first adventures, I was playing a thief, a hobbit thief, and he had these enchanted caltrops. And those caltrops are like a pointed jack. You throw it on the ground and if someone steps on it, they, you know, it really hurts. It can puncture the foot, right?
Okay.
So like Willow with the enchanted acorns, if someone stepped on these caltrops, they had to roll a saving throw or they would be turned to stone.
Okay.
And I had a box of 4 of them. That's it, 4. And I'd used all of them up except for 1. Now, this was when I was like 2nd or 3rd level. So now I'm 10th level and we're fighting this dragon and he's pulverizing us. He's destroying, he's just black. His was his technique. He'd pick one of us up with his hand and just blow fire on us and then throw us on the ground. It was terrible. So he picked me up and then the dungeon master would figure out, he'd roll the party to see who he was going to throw fire at. Missed me, so I had like 1 action. So I had to pull this caltrop out of my bag of holding and I'm going to shove it in the meat of his fist. And I do, and I roll a 20 to do it, and the dragon has to roll a saving throw, and he rolls a 1. Like,
oh my God!
The chances of me rolling a 20 and him rolling a 1? But the dragon was way up in the sky, like he was up in the air flying. So when he turns to stone, he falls, and I'm still in his grip. So they found me, and I did not survive the fall. Even though I killed the dragon, I did not survive the fall. And when they were able to resurrect me, but I did not gain the experience points from killing the dragon. But it didn't matter because it was so epic.
Oh man, that is amazing! Wow, I love it.
Yeah,
it would be great if the stone dragon had fallen on all of the other members of your team.
Killed them.
And you walk away with all the experience points.
That would have been amazing. Knowing my character, he would have just walked away too. He would have been like, "Oh well, another day's work done. Off we go."
Oh man, that was a great little Dungeons and Dragons story. I love when a something like that works out in the game that wasn't in the stats really.
No, it's true role playing.
But yet it's still affected by dice throws.
Yes.
That's what I like about the dice. I don't like necessarily the math, but I do love it. It's like you got to get a good roll for this, and it's a terrible roll, and everybody reacts. Those are the moments that
your heart's pounding. Everyone jumps up from the table. They're going nuts. They're high-fiving. They're doing the happy dance. Like, it's crazy, right? Because we've had these characters for literally years at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh man, it was fun. I enjoyed seeing you do the happy dance there. That was great. That was better than the dab, actually, a lot better. Well,
it's like a Kermit the Frog, just yay! That's it.
Oh man, people that have been tuning in, hoping to find dragons, finally get their wish. Tony has drawn his amazing Graham from Kenny and the Dragon, and it looks like he's got the same setup that you do with some dice and a little tripod for the camera. Yep, very nice, Tony, very nice. What I did was, I noticed the sleeping dragon was mentioned in there. So I drew the sleeping dragon. He was in the monster manual. There's like what to do if you find a sleeping dragon.
Nice.
That's a moon buggy. I wanted to point out this guy. This is the nose dragon. Was my first nose animal. You know, I have all these animals that I make out of noses. This is the very first one. The very first time I turned a nose into something.
I love it. And that's
what lit this big fire for me of creativity and stuff. So I wanted to throw him in there. He's an important character in my development, even if he doesn't look like much. He's important to me. Folks, thank you for tuning in to see some actual dragons finally on Tom and Tony's Monster Manual Jam. Tune in next time when Tony says...
We're done now, right? We did dragons. What else can we do? We've jumped the shark. This is it.
Tune in next time when we draw jumping sharks. See you, folks, and may the dice be with you.